So you've decided that you also want to take the leap of faith and move abroad for some time to teach English. But now you're just a little bit concerned that you might not have all the info that you think you need to know before making the big move. If that's you, continue watching as I will be answering some questions that a lot of newbie teachers might have. Hey everybody, it's V. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're not. In this video, I will answer questions related to teaching English abroad. If you make it to the end of this video and found it to be very helpful, please consider liking the video as well as subscribing to my channel. If you're also considering moving abroad to teach English and you have a few more questions, don't hesitate to let me know what they are in the comment section below. And with that, let's jump straight into teaching abroad frequently asked questions. Number 1. What is it like to teach abroad? Well, for me personally, it's without a doubt an experience that will change your life forever. But you get to decide whether that change is going to be a good one or not. I have come across many teachers who've moved abroad to teach, who have stars in their eyes and think that they're coming here to have this amazing life-altering positive experience. And then their dreams are shattered by the reality of what it actually means to teach and live abroad, especially here in Thailand. I think it's not just the teaching part, but living abroad, being away from family or what's familiar to you, as well as having to deal with situations that maybe you have never had to deal with if you were still back home. That all contributes to your experience. So it definitely takes you outside of your comfort zone, and it basically forces you to have a long and hard look at yourself. And many people do not like what it reveals about them. So they don't make it, or the experience abroad is one of constant complaining or comparing their lives now to how it was or would have been if they were still back home. I would, however, caution anyone who's still considering moving abroad, whether for teaching or any other reason, to always try to do so with absolutely no expectations, which is probably going to be very hard to do, especially if you've done some research and see how others' experiences were. Go abroad and try just to soak up the experience and take whatever comes your way as an opportunity to learn and grow. Teaching abroad for me so far has been challenging but rewarding at the same time, and sometimes very difficult. But overall, I feel like it's built character and changed my life in ways that I could have never imagined. Number 2, do you need TEFL or TEFL certification to teach abroad? The answer to this question, I would say, is yes and no. Or maybe I should say that it depends on where you're going to teach. And that is simply because every country is different. And even within the countries, schools differ from one another. Where one school might say, yes, definitely you need to have TEFL certification, the other might not even bother asking you if you have TEFL certification. So I'd say make sure to do your research on the country that you intend on teaching in, as well as the school. So reach out to teachers in teacher groups on Facebook. You could also look at online platforms like Quora and Reddit to get clarity on it. Number 3, do you need teaching experience to teach abroad? The simple answer is no. Or maybe this answer could also be it depends, right? So you don't need teaching experience to teach English abroad, at least not here in Thailand, not that I know of. I have no idea about other countries. That's why I always say please do your research before going to whatever country, whether it's to teach or whatever job it is, right? So as I've said, in Thailand, you do not need to have teaching experience. That is why a lot of schools require a degree in any field, not just teaching. But as with everything, it depends. If you're doing a TEFL certification, you'll normally gain some teaching experience in that 2 or 3 weeks, maybe to a month that you're doing the course. From my experience teaching in Thailand, many schools don't really even ask if you have any teaching experience. So in some countries, you will definitely still have job opportunities for those who do not have teaching experience. I think as long as you have enthusiasm, a great work ethic, and you're eager to learn, and you're open to new experiences, you should be fine. Number 4. Can I teach abroad without knowing the local language? Yes, definitely. So I've been living abroad for more than 6 years now. I moved abroad in December 2015. And I've lived in both Vietnam and Thailand. In Vietnam, I was not teaching. I was working in hospitality. And obviously in Thailand, I'm teaching. And my level of either local language is, well, nothing to write home about, basically. Now, you might feel a little bit intimidated not being able to speak the local language, but let me tell you something. I think it's easier than you think to learn and pick up phrases here and there. You will definitely pick up phrases very quickly, especially from your students. So it won't be long before you're able to have a very basic conversation in the local language. And that makes the experience even more rewarding. So definitely do not stress about not being able to speak the language. If you feel like you want to know at least basic phrases like how to say hello or how to greet, how to ask how much something is, what the time is, where you can find whatever, by all means go ahead. There are a lot of videos on YouTube and apps that you can use to learn any language. And remember, there are always translation apps that come in handy when you get stuck.
Okay, everyone. That is it for part 1 of teaching English abroad frequently asked questions. You can watch part 2 and 3. The links will be in the description as well as in the pinned comment below as soon as those videos are uploaded. If you have any questions or video suggestions, please don't hesitate to let me know. I look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, bye bye.